It's the rivalry. The game. Dates back to 1930. We are pleased to bring you the 91st edition of the Route 6 rivalry live from the Bird Cage in Swansea as the 0-3 Case High Cardinals look to take on the 2-0 Somerset Berkeley Raiders. And inside our Swansea Cable Access Studios, I'm Brady Kudo. With me is Keegan Hamlin of the best production team in the SEC. Keegan, Cardinals are 0-3. What do you need to do to knock off your biggest rival tonight, especially with Coach Dave Silva not being here?
You need to do what you did last time when Somerset came into this building. 1 year ago yesterday, Case defeated Somerset 57-43. And could we see a change in tides in the records? We're about to find out.
Do want to point out, Coach Dave Silva is inactive tonight. His mother suddenly passed away. Coach, our thoughts and prayers go out to you and your family. Lily Gentile going to control the ball, drives aside. That got blocked. This is a Soroyce now, Abby Soroyce. Betancourt, Tori Betancourt drilled it out of bounds. Going to be Somerset Berkeley ball. Starters tonight for the Raiders. It's going to be Allie Powers running the point. It's going to be Cami Crook at the 2, Lily Gentile at the 3, Lily Buron in the 4, and Abby Gajewski at the 5. This is Powers. Looking around, Cami Cook's three-pointer, or Crook, excuse me. No good, rebounded by Orton. Starting center tonight for the Cardinals, they go Betancourt at the 1, Fitzgerald at the 2, Moniz at the 3, and Soroyce at the 4, Orton at the 5. This is Orton outside, long pass that's swatted away by Lily Buren. Betancourt inside, Soroyce, she drives it side, puts it up. No good, gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Betancourt. Fitzgerald inside, back to Betancourt. And she traveled, going to be Raider basketball. 2 early turnovers by both squads tonight.
I'm telling you, Case, they're both teams are looking really strong right now. Case is showing up against a really strong team. Right now, I know it's early, but it's still anyone's game.
91st edition of the Route 6 rivalry, as we said. One of the biggest games of the year for both teams. That shot from Buron is no good. It's rebounded by Orton. Gets it to Betancourt. She's going to slow it down. Quickly double team, gets it to Soroyce inside. Stolen by Cami Crook. That is the future Providence Friar. She goes inside and she lays it in. Cami Crook with her first 2 points of the night. 2-0 Raiders. Betancourt. Bounce pass. Fitzgerald. Long pass over to Orton. Fakes a 3. Goes inside. That got blocked by Gajewski. Powers now. Brings it over the half-court mark. Pass to Crook. Gentile's 3. Short. Rebound controlled by Moniz. Long pass up to Fitzgerald. Went over her head, and Gentile's going to pick it up. Man, another turnover for the Cardinals. That's now 4, I believe, in this game.
Well, when Case played Fairhaven last week, Fairhaven decided to use the double-team defense. Somerset Berkeley, their zone defense has been strong for them all year. That's part of the reason why they're 2-0.
Gajewski with her first 2 of the night, 4-0 Raiders. Betancourt to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald. Stolen by Cami Crook. And she's going to be fouled, and it's going to count. Man, considering Cami Crook did not play on varsity last year for the Raiders squad, she looked great.
She's been doing good except for that turnover. But that one, you really can't put all the blame on her.
Foul on Fitzgerald, her first and the team's first. Cami Crook can have the 3-point play opportunity here. That free throw is good, so she has 5 points now on the night. That just swatted again. Man, this Raider defense has been amazing as Moniz' little jump shot is good. Moniz is getting the scoring going for the Cardinals. It's 5-2 in favor of the Raiders. A jump ball going to be called. And it'll stay Cardinal basketball. Sorry, 7-2. Raiders, excuse me. Buron, the power's on, just another steal from the Raiders and another basket. Coach Ellie Roberts, or acting head coach for this game, I should say. That was Powers on that last bucket. Gotta make sure my math is right. Okay, cool. 9-2. What do they got to do to beat the Somerset Berkeley defense?
Said before, they got to read that zone defense. There's most of the time when there's a zone defense, there will always be at least one player open, whether that be on the outside or down low in the paint. They get passes have just got to be just a little bit quicker for Case.
Move at a more faster pace for sure. Meanwhile, Somerset Berkeley, their last game against Old Rochester is postponed due to COVID issues within the Bulldog program. And, man, they've looked so good. Like, they've looked good. Like, I don't know how to say this. Every possession has gone exactly the way you want it to for Somerset. And that is how they really wanted to start strong. And I gotta say, they have done that so far. Now, last time out, Abby Soroyce in the loss to Seekonk, she had a double-double with 12 points and 10 rebounds. Now, you gotta wonder, will she get it done again tonight?
Well, she's got 2 rebounds. She has a steal as well. However, she does have 1 turnover. I think she's gonna do. You see her calling for the ball right there in the paint.
Betancourt, 3-point line. Orton of almost another turnover. So Royce inside, a little too hard. Rebound by Modus to Betancourt. That is a 2, and it's no good. And she is fouled by Lily Buron. Blue 41, that's Buron with her first, the team's first of the game. Betancourt at the line to shoot 2. First one is no good. Referees instructing Raiders to fill in spaces. Another COVID rule, you could see Keegan. And they're trying to limit the amount of players that are going to be fighting for the ball after a free throw.
Used to be 6 players allowed inside the paint or just outside the paint for the free throw. It was 4 for the opposing team, 2 for the shooting team, and as you can see now it's 3. 2 for the opposing team and 1 for the shooting team.
Betancourt's free throw is good. This is Gentile going in. Blocked by Orton. And it'll stay Raider basketball. Brady Kudo, Keegan Hamlet, best production team in the SEC with you on this Friday night. The Route 6 rivalry, part 91. As I said before, this rivalry dates back to 1930. Kirk's little baseline jumper, no good. Almost got her own rebound, but it's going to be Soroyce this time. Betancourt, Riley Fitzgerald. Picks up her dribble back to Brooke Orton. Betancourt inside, lost it. And it's going to be a jump ball. Possession is going to go to the Raiders. And if I'm KC, they really got to cut down on these turnovers if they want to have a chance of getting out of this field goal drought. Because they had that free throw, but they've had a drought for sure here.
Well, you see, that was the second jump ball in this game, as looks like there was a kickball called, but yes, it shows with the 2 jump balls that they are being aggressive, though.
Sub checking in for the Raiders. It's number 34, Juliana Nassif and Gabriella Nugent, both freshmen, checking into the game. 3-pointer, long, that was Nugent. And it's going to be Cardinal basketball. I believe that was Crook and Buron who sat down. I could be wrong. I know it was Crook. Yeah, it was Crook and Buron. Moniz to Orton. And I think that pass was and for Betancourt, but she didn't know it. So it's going to Maybe Somerset Berkeley basketball.
Looked like just a little bit of a miscommunication.
A little too hard, yeah. Just a little miscommunication. Powers, the ever-dangerous Allie Powers for three. No good. Rebounded. So Royce to Orton. She'll push it up for the Cardinals. She stops to Betancourt inside. Pass. Fitzgerald. Jumper, no good. Rebounded by Powers. She's going to push it up for the Raiders. Long pass to Gajewski. Up with it. Too hard. Rebounded by Moniz to Orton. Case back on the counterattack. Nice pass inside to Moniz, and that is good.
That's a great feed.
Great feed for sure. 9-5 Raiders. Case going with the full court press defense early here. Powers inside to Gajewski, and she is fouled, I believe, by Orton. No, it's going to be on Abby Soroyce. Abby Soroyce's first foul. Abby Gajewski going to shoot 2 for the Raiders. First one is good. As I said, Somerset coming into this game with a 2-0 record. Wins on the year against New Bedford, Volk, and Fairhaven. Case coming in with an 0-3 record with losses to Fairhaven, Old Rochester, and Seekonk. Second free throw from Gajewski is good. She's got 4 points. And it's 11-5 Raiders. Betancourt, drive. Fitzgerald. Top of the key now. Back to Betancourt. Pass inside to Soroyce. Great defense from the Raiders. This Moniz tipped, controlled by, ended up being Moniz. Betancourt. And that another turnover for Case. And Betancourt, she almost had it. Powers going to slow it down. Pass inside, looking for Gajewski. Going to be controlled by Nugent. Three-pointer, no good. It was Naisif, a freshman for this varsity, Somerset Berkeley varsity squad. Nugent again. Gajewski, Powers. Inside. Huron, no good. And a foul going to be called on the Cardinals. Abby Soroyce's second foul. Sub going to be checking in for the Cardinals, I believe. Gajewski going to be at the line again for the Raiders. First free throw is good. Riley McDonald, Morgan Fitzgerald checking into the game for Abby Soroyce and Riley Fitzgerald. Bethany Moniz and Cammie Crook, numbers 31 and 24, coming back in for the Raiders. Second free throw, no good. It's rebounded by Moniz. It's actually not going to be rebounded by Moniz. If she lets it go out of bounds, it's going to be Cardinal basketball. 12-5 left to go. 12-5 Raiders here in the first quarter. Betancourt to Orton. Orton lost the dribble. Morgan Fitzgerald now. Tori Betancourt. McDonald lost it. Back to Fitzgerald. Nice bounce pass to McDonald. Who goes up with it. No good. And it's going to be Fitzgerald on the rebound. And it's going to be a jump ball. Possession's going to go to Case. We had a time check. I thought there was 3 minutes left. I could be wrong. I said before, we don't have unlimited access to the scoreboard, so it makes it tough. This is Betancourt. Mid-range shot short. Rebounded by Gajewski. Gets it to Crook, and she'll slow it down for the Raiders. Yeah, seconds left here. 29 seconds left to go in the first quarter. That pass tipped by Orton. That shot is no good from Moniz. Naisif. Cammie Crook. Juliana Naisif.
Nugent's calling for it.
Yeah, Nugent was wide open, and she got fouled by Moniz, and she knew it as well. That's her first foul. Gabby Nugent at the line. Shoot 2 for the Raiders. First one is no good. Nugent's second free throw is good. 13-5. Cardinals. Raiders, excuse me. Cardinals now have the ball. Torrey bounce pass to Orton. Long pass to Betancourt. To McDonald. Fitzgerald. To Betancourt again. Long pass to Orton. And that's going to be knocked out of bounds again by the Raiders with 2.1 left on the clock. So it's going to be like a catch-and-shoot situation here for the Cardinals.
He's got 2 seconds left. He might be able to get one dribble and then shoot it. It's got to be a good shot if you want a good chance of it to go in.
And Fitzgerald tipped out of bounds, but that's the end of the first quarter. From the Bird Cage, the Monahan Gymnasium, it's the Raiders 13 and the Cardinals 5. Now, we look at things from a Cardinals point of view. Had a lot of turnovers in this game. What do they need to do to slow down on the turnovers?
They just got to make better passes. Like what we saw earlier, it looked like there was just a little bit of miscommunication between two of the players. They have 5 turnovers right now in the first, 2 of those coming from their captain, Betancourt. They're still very much in this. It's better than I think what most of the parents would have thought coming into this game. But 13-5, it's still anyone's game after 1 quarter.
And in contrast, Somerset Berkeley, besides the free throw shooting, what do they need to improve on?
They need to get more rebounds. They have only 2 rebounds so far. That is coming from Allie Powers and Abigail Gajewski. Lillian Gentile is, in my opinion, a fabulous player. Same as Lily Buron. Both of them love to get down in the paint. I would not be surprised if they both would start piling up rebounds soon.
Lily Gentile's sister, Leah Gentile, freshman on JV, that's a name to keep an eye on over her next 4 years at Somerset Berkeley. We're ready to start the second quarter. It's the Somerset Berkeley Regional High School Raiders 13 and the Joseph Case High School Cardinals 5. Gentile to inbound to Allie Powers. Lily Gentile, Allie Powers. Cammy Crook, future Providence Friar. As I noted earlier, she'll be going there on a field hockey scholarship. Yeah, foul. I believe that's on McDonald. Yes, it is on McDonald. That's McDonald's first and the team's 5th of the first half. So Case has 2 more fouls, or 1 more foul, excuse me, to give. The first free throw from Gentile is good. Second free throw is good from Lily Gentile. Junior guard for the Raiders. This is Betancourt. Brooke Orton inside of McDonald. That shot is no good. Rebounded by Buron. Powers. She's going to look to slow it down a little bit. Lily Buron. Sorry, that was Gentile, not Buron. Powers. Crook's 3. No good. Rebounded by Orton. She's going to push it up for the Cardinals. Drives it side. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Moniz. She kicks it to Fitzgerald. Goes out with it to Betancourt. She'll go baseline. Long pass to McDonald. She'll shoot again. A little too hard. Rebounded. The rebound was not controlled by either side. It's going to go to Somerset Berkeley. Olivia Silva checking into the game for Case. This is Powers running the point for the Raiders. Gajewski to Powers. Powers trying to make a move on Betancourt. She goes up with it. No good. Rebounded by Silva recently into the game. She gets over to Betancourt. Long pass to Fitzgerald. That's a 2-pointer. Splash.
That's some of that catch and shoot action that we were talking about at the end of the first quarter. That Case needs to step up. They've been doing good the last couple games with it.
15-7 Raiders. Gajewski up with it. Good defense by McDonald, but even better offense by the junior center, excuse me, back up to a 10-point lead for the Raiders.
That's some of that height advantage Gajewski can give you.
Absolutely. Betancourt's floater, no good. And it's going to stay Cardinal basketball as that hit Powers his foot. We got Ellie Roberts mic'd up for us. Well, she's not exactly mic'd up, but we hear everything she's saying. And that was just blocked by Crook. She just swatted that out of Silva's hands. All ball, nothing wrong with that. This is Powers to Cammy Crook. Long pass to Gentile. That's a two-pointer if it went. Rebounded by McDonald. To Moniz, to Riley Fitzgerald, who will slow it down for Case. Olivia Silva. Riley McDonald to Tori Betancourt inside of Moniz. She's going to go up with it. That got blocked. Rebound control by Gajewski. She gets it to Powers. Allie Powers, junior point guard. Jeff LePage. Something I saw in the Herald News recently. I was doing my research. Called Allie Powers the best point guard in the SEC. Do you agree or disagree with that statement, and why?
Well, I mean, we have not gotten a chance to see all of the teams, notably the ones that the Cardinals have been playing since this is broadcast from Swansea.
4:55 left to go.
I believe if we get a better understanding, maybe in a couple more weeks, then we would be able to see it.
Abby Gajewski, now 9 points on the night. Timeout called by the Cardinals. Ellie Roberts, the acting head coach. Dave Silva out on bereavement. Coach Silva, if you're watching, our thoughts and prayers do go out to you and your family. A sluggish start for the Cardinals, Keegan, but a very exciting start for the Raiders. What's been the keys to both teams?
Well, Somerset will give you the keys right now. It's their free throw shooting and their defense. They've got 5 steals so far in defense, and they're 6 of 7 shooting from the line. And that's a big number for free throw shooting.
Cardinals, what do they need to improve on?
They only have 1 turnover so far this quarter. For me, it's just getting low in the paint. Just keep fighting to get those rebounds.
Needs to be more physical for sure. Brady Kudo, Keegan Hamlet, best production team in the SEC with you from the Bird Cage on the campus of Case High School in Swansea. 19-7, Somerset lead. This is one of the best rivalries you'll find in Massachusetts. Annabella Carpets checking in to the game for the Raiders. This is Betancourt to control the ball here. To Moniz. Fitzgerald. Back to Moniz. Jamie will dribble around, quickly double teamed to Betancourt. Fitzgerald's 3. No good. Rebounded by Gajewski. Abby Gajewski to Allie Powers. Sperling. Powers. Carpets' 3 is no good. Rebounded inside by Buron. And a jump ball. And it's going to be Cardinal basketball. Betancourt. Long pass from Fitzgerald back to Betancourt. Moan is a shot. Short. Rebounded by Sperling. Audrey Sperling to Allie Powers. That shot in and out from Carpich. Moniz to Orton. Orton picks up her dribble. Betancourt, 3-pointer. Splash. Tori Betcourt giving Case some much needed momentum.
It's a bank shot right off the backboard from deep.
Her foot was a foot or two behind the line. That's stolen by Orton. Long pass up to Moniz. She is fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2. Jamie Moniz going to shoot 2 at the free throw line for the Cardinals. Foul on Powers, her first, the team's second. Moniz's shot is good. She's got 5. Moniz good. 19-11. Somerset lead. Carpets to Buron, inside to Gajewski. Tipped around. Controlled by Powers. Backed out to Buron, to Carpets is 3. Splash. Annabella Carpets is going to say that's a 2-pointer. Foot was on the line. Betancourt, that pass is stolen by Buron, but controlled by Betancourt. What a hustle play from the junior. Pass to Fitzgerald. 3-pointer. Splash.
Those are the open shots Case needs to get. That's 2 open shots right in a row from downtown, and they've been bank shot and a splash shot.
Oh, nice play by Orton, but it goes out of bounds. 15-22. Raider lead. Gabby Nugent going to check back into the game. Jada Coleman into the game for the Raiders. This is Powers now. Coleman back to Powers. Top of the key. That was Nugent left wide open. No good. Rebounded by McDonald. And that's just stolen by Nugent. Inside to Powers. Reverse is good.
Oh, what a shot by Allie Powers.
Yeah. Circus shot was perfect. 24-15. Raiders. Fitzgerald thought about a 3. McDonald bounce pass to Orton. She spins and banks it in. Orton with her first 2 of the night. Now, one thing I've noticed, Keegan, Case has 1 3-pointer made, and that was by Fitzgerald, I believe, or at least she made 1. Orton has not taken any 3-point shots, and those are the 2 best 3-point shooters on the team, as McDonald wide open on the block. 23-17 Raiders. Some momentum. Heading from your Somerset Berkeley to my Case, Keegan. Just saying. Nice move by Powers to draw the foul. Now it's going to be on McDonald for a second.
Last 3 minutes for Case. It's been much more aggressive defense, better passing, better shooting. We've got a ball game.
23-19. My mistake there. Powers, her first free throw was no good. So Royce checking back in for McDonald. 1:28 left to go in the half. Thank you, Lucy Cabral, camera operator tonight. Powers, a second free throw, no good. And it's going to be Cardinal basketball. Betancourt. That pass out of bounds off of Somerset Berkeley. It'll stay Cardinal ball. Orton to Betancourt. Long pass to Moniz inside, so Royce lost it. That's stolen by Lily Buron, who's yet to score in this game. Allie Powers, top of the key. Shot clock down to 24. Buron, nice move. She goes inside, and it's good. Lily Buron with her first 2 points of the night. 25-19. Raiders. Betancourt, pass out to Fitzgerald on the wing. Moniz, back to Fitzgerald. The sniper from 3, but she cannot connect there. Rebounded by Buron. To Powers. Powers to Nugent. Back to Powers. 16 left on the shot clock. Nugent's 3, splash.
I want to talk about Gabriella Nugent for a minute. Going back into middle school, because I helped out there with the basketball games a lot the past couple of years, those corner shots from Nugent are almost always automatic. So she's going to be dangerous in that area.
Gotta step on her for sure. Fitzgerald traveled. That would have made it a 3-possession game if she did not travel. See here, Jeff LePage also mic'd up for us in his 11th year at the helm for the Lady Raiders. We got 7 seconds left to go in the half. And they're just going to run out the clock. Maybe one last shot, but they decide not to take it. So, the Raiders, led by Abby Gajewski's 10 points, have 28. And the Cardinals, led by Jamie Moniz' 6 points, have 19. Live from the Bird Cage in Swansea, it's the Raiders 28 and the Cardinals 19. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back to bring you second half action live on Channel 9 and on our Swansea Cable Access YouTube live stream. We got a 9-point lead, or 9-point game, excuse me. Somerset Berkeley leading. Live from the Bird Cage, the Monahan Gymnasium on the campus of Case High School in Swansea. The Case Cardinals down by 9 to the Somerset Berkeley Raiders. Brady Kudo and Keegan Hamlet. That is a splash from Cammie Crook. The future Providence Friar going there in a field hockey scholarship. That's just stolen by Lily Gentile. Nice hustle play from Soroyce to get it back to Betancourt. Jamie Moniz. She pushes it. Nice bounce pass to Orton. That's just blocked by Gajewski.
Both teams are coming out aggressive really early in the second half.
Absolutely. Brady Kudo, Keegan Hamlin, best production team in the SEC with you for the Route 6 rivalry, live from the Bird Cage in Swansea. Do want to shout out interim head coach Ellie Roberts for actually coming up with that name. She calls the Monahan Gymnasium the Bird Cage. And that's going to stick, I think, because I've always wanted a nickname for this place, and I like the Bird Cage. It's going to stick.
Sounds intimidating.
It is intimidating. Gajewski double team, no good. Rebounded by Orton. And that pass is tipped out of bounds by Allie Powers, who has had a phenomenal basketball game. Gabby Nugent coming back in for Somerset Berkeley. This is Orton to Betancourt. Long pass to Fitzgerald. Betancourt. Orton inside to Moniz. Baseline goes up with it. Blocked again. That time it was Gajewski. It's it to Powers. Powers inside. Gajewski. No good. Rebounded by Orton. Brooke Orton. They've held her in check this game. Orton is 0 for 0 from the three-point line, and she has 1 field goal.
She got 4 rebounds, too, and a steal. So that's going to look good when the coach looks over the stats at the end of the game.
Make it 5 rebounds. And a jump ball heading to Case. Olivia Silva checking back into the game for the Cardinals, replacing Riley Fitzgerald. Moniz to inbound to Orton. Moniz. Orton, top of the key, inside of Soroy. She goes up with it. Looking for a foul. Did not get her wish. Rebounded by Gentile to Powers. Going inside, nice shot, but she can't get it to go. Rebounded by Moniz to Orton. She's going to slow it down. To Betancourt. Inside to Silva. Baseline J is good.
Another open shot for Case.
30-21. Somerset Berkeley. Gentile to Powers. Back to Lily Gentile. Inside Gajewski. Nice spin move. She can't get it to go. Another rebound for Brooke Orton. 5:13 left to go in the quarter. Now she's blocked by Gentile. Great athletic play by her. Powers, the shot no good. Rebounded by Tori Betancourt. Slowing it down to Orton. Inside. That pass stolen by Nugent. She gets it up to Powers on the fast break. Goes up with it. And it's good. Allie Powers with points 5 and 6. 32 points for the Raiders in this game. As Soroy's getting that one to go for her basket of the night. 32-23 Cardinals. Powers. Inside. Gajewski, no good. Rebounded by Orton. Brooke Orton. Nice pass to Moniz. She controls it. Betancourt inside. Stolen by Cammie Crook. Make it 34-23. And a timeout called by Ellie Roberts. Acting head coach tonight. Dave Silva, out on bereavement. Our thoughts and prayers go to your family, Coach Silva. Looks like Case was getting back into it, but that Somerset Berkeley just went on that 4-0 run, and they got all the momentum now.
I'm telling you, it's Somerset Berkeley with the who steals Brady. It's just unbelievable how they utilize that zone defense.
Somerset Berkeley on the offensive side of the ball. Anything you see that they need to improve on?
Rebounds, rebounds, rebounds. We got 8 rebounds for Somerset Berkeley. We've got 18 rebounds for Case.
Now you never know, and that could be the difference in this game. Could be the offensive rebounding and second chance points. Another big factor as well. As you see, so many COVID rules, COVID implications. The players have really adjusted well to the majority of these rule adjustments here.
One of them that I want to touch on is the mask wearing on the court. I'm really surprised for Somerset, for Case, for Fairhaven last week. I'm just surprised and astonished how the players are able to just keep fighting with almost the same energy they started the game towards the end of the game. That mask will take a toll on you.
Absolutely. I love that song. Off topic, but whatever. Morgan Fitzgerald into her sister, Riley Fitzgerald. That pass tipped again by the Raiders. That's stolen by Cammie Crook. Lily Gentile to Allie Powers. We are on. Powers to Gentile, back to Powers. Powers is 3, no good. Rebounded by Nugent. Gabby Nugent, now 6 points on the night. 36-23. That shot from Fitzgerald, no good. Saved by Soroyce. She stepped out of bounds with it. Gajewski coming in for Somerset Berkeley. Lily Gentile going to sit. This is Allie Powers. Cammie Crook inside of Bioron. No good. Gets her own rebound. Jump ball going to stay with the Raiders. Crook to inbound to Powers. Nugent inside to Buron, a little too hard. It's going to be Cardinal basketball. Crook to inbound on the far side. Fitzgerald. One of the seniors on this one of, let's see, 3 seniors on this Cardinal squad. Is there's a travel there. The other seniors are Alyssa Storm and Michaela Nadu. We'll have yet to see action in this game. Powers. Cammie Crook. She'll go baseline, and she traveled. We saw that from in here in our gorgeous Swansea Cable Access studio. Want to point out our director for this game, Adam Kitchen, doing a great job in our control room. Camera operators for this game, Ben Paquette and Lucy Cabral. And with me, as he will be for the remainder of our women's basketball season, Keegan Hamlet. The next Shakespeare. I believe that foul was on Gajewski, her first. Morgan Fitzgerald. Lily Buron almost stolen by Buron. Orton and McDonald. Fitzgerald's 3, splash.
I want to go back to that last possession about halfway through. That spin move by Brooke Orton to up-fake that shot and get that spin around back outside. That's a tremendous move by her.
I had a nice interview with Brooke Orton over text. She told me that there's got to be better ball movement. That's why she feels they've been struggling so much on the offensive side of the ball. That foul going to be on Buron. I stand corrected. It is on Gabby Nugent. She said, we just got to get more open looks, and we got to move the ball around more and take points when we can get them. That first free throw is no good. Second free throw for Orton is good. Brooke Orton now with 3 points. And a violation on the Raiders. It's going to be Case ball. Uh-oh.
Here comes that momentum. We talked about, it looked like the Case had some momentum going in the second quarter. Here it is coming back in the third.
Number 31, Bethany Moniz checking back in for the Raiders. Orton inbound. Inside to, and that was just stolen. Wasted opportunity there as this is Crook. And she lost it, and it's going to say Somerset Berkeley ball that hit Fitzgerald's hand. It's going to be Moniz to inbound to Powers. 19 on the shot clock. Powers, step back three, no good, rebounded by Orton. Make it 9 rebounds for her on the night.
That's correct. She's doing unbelievable underneath the hoop.
Fitzgerald to her sister, Riley to Morgan. That's just stolen by Nugent. And that's also stolen by Soroy, stolen again by Powers. Fitzgerald, both Fitzgeralds on the ground. Somebody fell, got hit in the leg. And jump ball gonna go to Case. We had like 17 people on the ground. Referees going jump ball. Everyone's clapping. Only in 2021 will you see something like that.
I couldn't even tell if that was a clapping. It might have been they were like that. They were just calling for a timeout because team wanted possession of the ball.
That was a little crazy. Timeout called by Jeff LePage of the Raiders. As I said earlier, 11th season as the head coach of the Somerset Berkeley Raiders. Now his daughter, Cassie LePage, was here. He got to coach her for a little while. She was an assistant coach now. Is she taking the year off? Because she's not on the coaching roster this year. Do you know?
Sorry, I have
That's
no
all right.
idea.
Don't apologize. You're doing like 4 things for me anyways. Rebounds, turnovers. Don't be sorry. I wasn't 100% sure myself. Anyways, as usual, Jeff LePage assisted by Julie Wells and Emily Travis. Now to the Cardinals side of things, acting head coach tonight is Ellie Roberts. She's normally Dave Silva's assistant. Dave Silva's 14th season at the helm of the Cardinals. I believe this is Ellie's 3rd season as an assistant and acting head coach tonight. And she's got her team in a really good position, down by 9, and momentum on their side.
That's right. Brooke Orton, especially for Case. She's having one of the best nights probably for the entire Case roster this year with 9 rebounds and a steal.
3 points, but as you said, she's making up for it in the rebound department. Moniz to Orton. The dangerous from outside Brooke Orton. McDonald, Fitzgerald. That's a 2-pointer. No good. Rebounded. It was about rounded by Orton, and it's going to stay white ball. As that hit off of Nugent. Orton inbound. To Moniz. Orton, that's a deep 3. In and out. Oh, man. And that rebound controlled by Soroyce. Back out to Orton inside of McDonald. That shot was blocked right out of the air. And it's going to go Somerset Berkeley ball. Brooke Orton had to be 4 steps behind the 3-point line and it almost went in.
Especially from the corner, too. That's really
That's
really
not
tough
an easy
shot.
look as we got 46 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. 9-point Raider lead. Powers outside of Crook. That's a 2, and it's no good. It's rebounded by Soroyce. No, Buron. And it's stolen by Fitzgerald. Orton. Good. Brooke Orton now with 5 points on the night. 36 to 29. That's swatted out of the air by Soroyce. Powers got it back. That's no good. That rebound controlled by Soroyce, who gets it to Fitzgerald. Long pass to Moniz, and she just threw it. And that's the end of the third period. Scored at the end of 3 quarters of this game. It's Somerset Berkeley with a 7-point lead, 36-29. Gotta say, Keegan, Case is slowly creeping up on Somerset. Now, I wouldn't rule out this Case team yet.
Oh, no, I wouldn't either. I believe their biggest lead, you can correct me, but I think it was 12 at one point.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I think it was 12.
And now you see it going into the 4th final quarter. It's only 7. It's 3 possessions. You get 3, 2, and a 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we're up for a big finish. It could be exciting. It could go back to a big lead, but we'll see.
An exciting final 8 minutes for you. The next time we come to you on Swansea Cable Access TV, I'll be with Tyler Clark on Tuesday as we have the men led by Colby Campos taking on the Pat White-led Apponequet Lakers. And then on Friday, Keegan and I will be here to bring you the Lady Cardinals. I believe they're taking on the Wareham Vikings. If it's not Wareham, then it's the Bourne Canalmen. Brady Kudo, Keegan Hamlet, best production team in the SCC with you on this Friday. We got a nice long weekend coming up as we celebrate the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on Monday. Gentile to inbound to Powers. Inside to Gajewski. That's just stolen by Moniz. Now, if you're Case, you can't force anything here. As Fitzgerald, that's a 2-pointer. No good. And a jump ball. Believe, yeah, it's going to stay Cardinal basketball. Now, Case, this is really for the rest of the game. You cannot rush any shots because you have a legitimate chance to get back into this game.
That's correct. You saw that last shot that Case took. That was not a rush shot. That was an open shot.
That was a good shot.
Those shots you can take all day long.
You can't account for Riley Fitzgerald to be missing shots like that. That pass is over Soroyce's head. It's going to be Raider basketball. Gentile to Powers on the inbound. That's off of Case. State Raider basketball. Powers to Cammie Crook. We know that we'll be playing field hockey. That's stolen by Orton. Goes up with it. Can't finish. Rebound controlled by Cammie Crook, who will be playing field hockey for the Providence Friars next fall. That shot is no good. Rebounded by Powers. Put back no good. Rebounded by Soroyce. To Orton to Betancourt. Toya Betancourt, junior defensive point guard. Nice pass to Moniz that she can't connect. Rebounded by Gajewski.
It's going to be at least the 3rd or 4th time that Moniz has been open underneath.
Powers inside of Gajewski. Good defense. She can't finish. Rebounded by Abby Soroyce. Ellie Roberts telling Tori to slow down. Fitzgerald. Bounce pass. Stolen by Gentile. But it'll stay Cardinal basketball. Moniz to Betancourt. Betancourt drives inside. Nice pass to Orton. She goes inside and she's fouled. Man, if they can pick up these 2 points here, it now becomes a 2-possession ball game.
Case is 4 for 6 at the line tonight. You got Brooke Orton at the line, I believe, who's having a heck of a game, as we've mentioned a couple times now. She's 1 of 2 at the line tonight. This would make it a 5-point game if she drills both.
First one is good from Orton. Foul on Buron. That's her second of the game and the team's third of the second half. Second free throw from Orton is good. 7 for Orton on the night. 5-point Raider lead. Now, if you get a stop in this possession here, Keegan, Case is in business.
If you get a stop, no.
See, that's okay. If you're Case, that's all right. But go ahead.
This is what I'm going to say. If Somerset scores right here or Case stops them, regardless, if I'm Case, I'm using one of their timeouts. You can draw up a play and just re-talk everything. Let's see what happens.
Powers 3 in and out. Rebounded by Gajewski. Quickly double teamed. She can't connect. Rebounded by Soroyce. Long pass up to Moniz. And she got fouled. Cammy Crooks first foul of the game, 4th of the second half for the Raiders. Moniz' free throw is good. She's got 7 on the night. 4-point Raider lead. Second shot is good. It's a 3-point Raider lead.
I want to talk on right when Soroy was fouled. I heard one of the Somerset assistant coaches, I believe it was Julie Wells, she said, that was a good foul because Soroy was wide open for 2 points. Another steal.
Another steal. Fitzgerald to Betancourt inside. Blocked. Jump ball. I believe it's going to go to Somerset Berkeley. Yes. That's a killer if you're Case. Powers going to be facing a full court press from the half court press, from the Cardinals. Crook inside, stolen by Orton. To Betancourt to Moniz. Might have gotten away with the travel. Betancourt.
Coach is motioning for them to make a play or something.
Orton's 3, no good. Rebounded by Powers. She pushes it up for the Raiders. Here comes Buron. That hit her foot. She saved it, but she stepped out. It's going to be Case ball. I would give a time update, but as I said before, unfortunately, we don't have unlimited access to the clock. 4:48. Thank you, Ben Paquette. Or Lucy Cabral, whoever that was. Nugent returns to the floor for the Raiders, along with Juliana Nassif, and that's stolen by Nassif, speaking of which. 4:32 left to go. Nassif to Powers. She looks to slow it down. Shot is good from Nugent. She's got 8 on the night, excuse me.
That's that corner shot from Nugent we talked about earlier.
Now back up to a 5-point, I almost said 6-point. Raider lead. And she just threw it away. And it's off of Somerset Berkeley. It'll stay Cardinal ball. And they're discussing, and they're going to say it's Somerset Berkeley ball. It's going to be Audrey Sperling, fresh into the game for the Raiders. Gabby Nugent inside. Gajewski goes up with it. No good. Rebounded by Soroyce. What a hustle play from Abby Soroyce. She pushes it up. No foul call, but she got it anyway.
I think that was a foul. There was a lot of contact there. She was looking at the ref, looking for one, too.
I agree with Abby. I think there should have been a foul called, but as I've said before, I'm not a ref for a reason. 3-point Raider lead. Gajewski. Pass out to Nassif. That's no good. Rebounded by Soroyce. Another clutch rebound on the defensive side of the ball for Abby Soroyce. This is Orton. Orton looking around to Moniz to Betancourt. Inside is Royce. Nice cut. She goes up with it, and it's a 1-point Somerset lead.
This is unbelievable. You're going to get this ball up fast. I'm telling you, Case is going to be pressuring.
That's what you need right now if you're Case. Ball pressure. And it's going to go out of bounds, I believe, off of Case. And it's going to be blue ball. They're going to get Orton on a push. That's Orton's first foul on the team's first of the second half. We got 3:04 left to go in the game. Amazing discipline by the Lady Cardinals.
I'm telling you, you just mentioned it. That's another reason why they've had the momentum. It's less fouling. I believe they had 6 fouls in the first half. They've only had 1 in the second half. And those fouls, if you commit fouls, you're going to send them to the free throw line.
Which leads to points, which
Correct.
leads to for one team winning the game and the other team losing the game. This is Powers to slow it down for the Raiders. To Gentile. Nugent back to Powers. Nugent, 3 ball. In and out. Rebounded by Gentile. She goes up with it and it's good. Give Gentile 4 on the night. 40-37. Cardinals. This is to Royce. Nice pass to Moniz. That got blocked. And it's going to stay Cardinal ball.
Allie Powers out of nowhere just swatted Moniz's shot.
Came up like Casper, the friendly ghost, had just snuck up on Moniz to block that. Orton inbound. The Betancourt almost stolen by Nugent. Pass to Soroyce. Bounce pass inside to Moniz, and it went off her foot. It's going to be Somerset Berkeley ball. Referee needed to sanitize. We are in a pandemic. It's okay. Yeah, it's a pandemic. We're in the studio. There's like not even 20 people in the stands. This is Powers. Camby Crook back to Powers. To Lily Gentile. She puts up the 3. Short. Rebounded by Betancourt. Nice behind the back dribble move on Nugent. Betancourt inside to Soroyce. Pass out to Fitzgerald. Pass out to Orton. She puts up the 3. No good. Rebounded by Nugent. To Powers, and she'll look to slow it down even more for the Raiders. Buron to Crook. She'll put up the 3. No good. No foul called, but a jump ball is called. And I believe possession's going to go to Case. I thought a foul was going to be called on Buron, but I was wrong.
I'm telling you, when there's players on the floor, you have no idea what's going on.
It's going to be Cardinal ball with 1:38 left to go in the game. 3-point Raider lead. That's tipped away by Powers. Not a great play by Abby Powers. Keeps her dribble. Jeff LePage calling a timeout for the Raiders. Full timeout, that is.
Good call by Jeff LePage.
Absolutely.
Get possession. Now you got to draw up how you're going to run down a good chunk of this clock.
You obviously want a 2 clock here, but 2-pointer, 3-pointer. What are you doing here?
For Somerset, or are you talking for Case?
When we resume play, Morgan Fitzgerald will return to the floor for the Cardinals. Brady Kudo, Keegan Hamlet with the best production team in the SEC with you on this Friday evening. January 15th. Now, 1:32 left. If you're Case, are you full court press or are you full court trap?
Well, I think the inbound is going to come on the side where Somerset Berkeley is shooting. In this case, I would not use zone. You got a guard man.
Gentile to inbound for the Raiders. Powers is going to run the clock for the Raiders. Gentile back to Powers to Cammie Crook. Back to Powers. Can't give her that open three. Neither you can give Nugent that corner three.
If I'm Somerset, I'm not shooting a 3. I'm taking an easy 2 on this one.
That's stolen by Fitzgerald. Pass was looking for Betancourt, but it's stolen by Cammie Crook. Great hustle play by the senior. And this is just going to let Somerset Berkeley take more time off the clock.
That's Crook's 5th steal on the night.
Yeah. Ellie Roberts wanted a timeout, but did not get it a solid 3 seconds after she wanted it. If she'll even get this, they're not going to give her the timeout. Yes, they will.
No,
They won't. Come on, how do they not give her a timeout there?
If it's when they're going to blow the whistle, when they're calling a timeout, when it's close to even possession, they're just going to let it slide. They usually will call just a jump ball.
Crook's 3 is good, 43-37. Now they're going to give her the timeout. (43-37). If you're Ellie Roberts, what are you drawing up?
I'm drawing, you got to go 3. It's 2 possessions. You're down to probably less than a minute left. And you're going to be pressuring Somerset whether or not you make or miss. If you miss, you're probably going to foul Somerset just for the heck of it. Maybe try to force them to miss both free throws.
Now they got, I believe, it's 4 fouls to give. So I think you definitely have to foul if your case on this next possession. Whether you make or miss the shot, whether it be a 3 or a 2. Preferably a 3, as you said. Maybe try to give Riley Fitzgerald an open 3. Morgan Fitzgerald, who has looked great if she'll return to the floor. Brooke Orton. I would say Abby Soroy's. Abby's more a mid-range, not a 3-point shooter.
You know what? That's probably what they're talking about in the huddle. Who's going to be the player to step up and take the shot?
41.8 seconds left to go in the game. Somerset leading by 6. Crunch time galore here from the Bird Cage in Swansea, Massachusetts. 91 years of the Route 6 rivalry. Today's the latest meeting. We have the men at Somerset Berkeley, the women here. This is Betancourt, Timonas. You got to get up quick.
You don't want to rush a shot. You don't want to rush a shot. Don't force anything.
Orton Amonas. And that's tipped off of Powers. That's going to be Case ball. And you need a quick 3, I'd imagine. Let's see what they do here. It's the Sorois, who's quickly swarmed by Nugent. No good. Rebounded by Powers. And are they going to foul? A nice play by Betancourt. And it's a jump ball, possession, Cardinals. That's very, very big for Case.
That's a strong defensive play. We said after the possession, you either get a foul or you get a pressure. They pressured, they got possession.
Still a chance. There's still a slither of hope for Case. You need a quick 3. Betancourt to Orton. Back to Betancourt. Back to Orton. They got to put up a shot, and they do. It's no good. Rebounded by Nugent. And a foul going to be called on Sorois.
That was a strong play there by Gabriella Nugent. As a freshman going up against most of Case upperclassmen, that strength that she has, that'll be great for years to come for
That was just a huge rebound, as that's going to do it. From the Bird Cage in a very, very tight game. It's the Raiders 43 and the Cardinals 37. Keegan, for the next time that Case plays, they go up against the Apponequet Lakers. What do they need to improve on?
Limiting turnovers, they had 12 turnovers in this game. Very high number compared to Somerset, who had 6. Keep up the rebounding. They had 2 players, Soroy and Orton, with each 9 rebounds. They had 27 total. That's something you got to keep up. Limit the turnovers. They'll definitely be practicing this next week. Not on Monday, though, because of Martin Luther King Day. But you'll see next week we could be looking at a different Case team.
So again, your final score, it is the Raiders 43 and the Cardinals 37. For Keegan Hamlin of the best production team in the SEC, I'm Brady Kudo saying good night from the Bird Cage in Swansea.